This video is intended to show you how to use Excel 2003 in order to produce a dot plot. Now, a dot plot looks very similar to a histogram, but one of the nice things about a dot plot is that you can produce two dot plots back to back and show how things have changed in distributions. Okay, we're going to start out with some information that we've used in previous examples. This is the frequency distribution of parts cost for tune-ups. Now, let's assume that the original parts costs were given in the frequency 2005. And what we're trying to do is compare the frequency in 2005 with the frequency in 2010. So here you can see that the number of tune-ups that had $50 to $59 parts cost hasn't changed, but some of the other categories have. From 60 to 69 in 2005, there were 13 tune-ups that had parts costs that were between $60 and $69. Now there's only one. And it looks like there's been a shifting in the upward direction in terms of cost for parts. But we want to confirm that visually, and we want to use this in a graphical presentation rather than just simply putting the numbers up on the screen. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is that we need to repeat a little bit of information. So we're going to copy and paste the information about the frequencies, about the different categories, and then we're just going to put the years at the top. Now, there's a function called repetition, and we can use text in order to produce the dot plots. Now, we're not actually going to use dots, we're going to use asterisks. Okay, so we say equals REPT, open parentheses, and then we can put in any text that we like. And the text that we're going to use for our dots is going to be an asterisk. And we're going to repeat them. You just put in a comma, the number of times that are given in the cells for each of the different categories. So here we've got two dots, or two asterisks, because we have two up here. And then we can simply copy this function down. And this gives us an asterisk for every one that we have in each of these categories. And in addition to that, we can simply copy the formula to the next column. So now we have our dot plots, but we don't have it aligned properly yet. So what we do is we can align by aligning from the right, and now we have the two distributions back to back. And for simplicity and for the sake of visualizing this, you might want to put in a line that separates the two. So now we have our dot plot for two different distributions, the 2005 distribution of car parts cost or tune-up parts cost, and the distribution for 2010. And what we can see is that in fact we have experienced an increase in parts cost overall,